And we're back, and we are now at the segment that everybody knows and loves as, bless you,
God,
as Last Rants. Wrapping things up here. I haven't been reading a whole lot about the New York City Comic Con. You know,
I read some stuff.
Yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with it. I think what's going on in New York City is kind of keeping me from getting some confirmation on a job because everybody's in New York City. So,
did you hear about Chicago's new Comic Con next week?
Yes.
Or next
year. Next year. Yeah, the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo.
I hope that is the death knell of Wizard World, because Wizard World fucking blows. Ever since Wizard took over the Chicago Comic Con, it has been
might be.
Convention's so terrible. But yeah,
it might be.
Because the people who put on the New York convention,
they're involved in the New York City Comic Con, and it's going to be taking place in the city, not out in the suburbs. So we'll see.
I have to actually drive into the city, but that's okay. I can do that for a comic convention as long as it's good.
Well, it's got to be good is the thing. I wrote a thing about that in the Red Eye a couple weeks ago. DMAR. Was it DMAR or SAR? I'm sorry. I always confuse you guys. Really hating the fact that said that Ultimate Spider-Man's coming to an end because Jeff Loeb is writing Ultimatum. So
you told me that like right before we taped the segment, and I have not heard about Ultimate Spider-Man. But then again, I'm not keeping up with the news. I thought my understanding was that Ultimate Spider-Man was going to be the only Ultimate book to survive through Ultimatum, because Uncanny Ultimate X-Men's ending at issue 100, Ultimate Fantastic Four is ending at issue 50. Those are going to be done. But I thought Spider-Man was the only book that was going to keep going.
Yeah.
Because obviously they're still going to use the Ultimate Universe with Ultimate Avengers that Jeff Loeb is going to be doing.
See, I haven't even been reading Ultimatum, and I have no idea what's going on in it.
It's Jeff Loeb killing a bunch of people.
It's just killing them? I mean, it's not... see, that's... What gets me is the Ultimate Universe was supposed to be there to get the new reader, and it failed miserably.
No, especially X-Men. X-Men just turned into a fucking convoluted mess, just like the regular X-Men books.
And they did in friggin' 100 issues what it took the X-Men books hundreds of issues and several titles to do. I mean, they just completely screwed it up, and that's really sad because, you know, those were some good ideas that the execution really fell short.
The only thing I'm sad about for Ultimate Spider-Man's stopping is that, you know, I need to get my Stuart Emonin fix, and he does the art for that, and Stuart Emonin is fucking awesome. One of the most underrated artists in the industry. Maybe
they'll get him on something else with Warren Ellis again.
That'd be nice. Get him off of doing Bendis stuff. That's why I don't buy Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man, I stopped buying at issue 49. And for those of you who know what issue 49 was, you'll know why I stopped buying it. Because it was a piece of shit.
Okay.
It was a piece of shit 2-part story arc. It was the worst thing I've ever read up to that point in my life.
And
this was before Ultimate or Onslaught Reborn came out.
Oh, was this like anything to do with like the Clone Saga?
No.
No? Okay.
It was just terrible.
Okay. Hey, I don't blame you. I stopped reading it even before that. And another question was, do Jason Aaron and Matt Fraction have problems with each other? I think they like dicking around with each other. They take shots.
Because Rick Remender and Fraction have that same thing going on. Especially if you read Remender's letters page in Punisher. And
generally, just so you know, when writers, people in the industry have problems with each other, they won't air it in the books or anything. Like if there's a writer who I don't like, you know, I'm not just going to come out and just rip them and stuff. I mean, I might take issue. I mean, I bitch about Loeb and Bendis.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the comic company publishes.
Right.
I mean, even though their letter pages are edited and written by the writers, they still have to publish that. So I don't think that they would.
They're not going to let it go through.
Right.
So if you saw that, it's usually them joshing with each other. So if you ever see Brandon Jerwa and I making sexual innuendo about each other, that's a joke.
I thought you hated that guy.
Oh, Jerwa?
Yeah.
Fucking untalented hack. I've been carrying him for long enough. Do you know I wrote all his G.I. Joe stuff?
Oh, really?
I wrote it all. I just let him put his name on it because I felt bad for him. The dude's like standing on a corner with a handout, trying to get a handout, and I'm going, okay. And since then, I've been doing nothing but letting him leech off me.
You created a monster?
A monster. A monster that consumes donuts at a rate ungodly and of not known to mortal man. It is. So, yeah. Just so you know, that's generally how it works. But yeah, we'll see how things go with the aftermath of New York City Comic Con. I really want Jonathan Hickman to succeed with Secret Warriors. I would like to see...
Well, Hickman's going to be writing Fantastic Four after that heck of a writer, Mark Millar, is done with it.
Now, wait, he's taking over the main Fantastic Four book? He's not... Because I know he's
doing the Dark Reign Fantastic Four miniseries also. And then he's going to be taking over the regular Fantastic Four book.
Okay, that ought to be cool.
No.
That ought to be really cool.
I don't know, man. Hickman's going mainstream.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I'd like to see the ending to Red Mask from Mars, please, Mr. Hickman. It's only been like 4 months since issue 2 came out. Just finish it up.
I would like Jonathan Hickman to give me some PowerPoint pointers because he actually does some pretty cool PowerPoint stuff. I mean, it looks really neat.
Designer,
I'd like to do more of that.
All you have to do.
Yeah, I guess.
Go to school. But maybe they can't teach you that.
No, that's talent, man. You
talent.
don't get taught that. You're born with it.
But no, I just don't. I was really worried that when Secret Warriors he was doing it, I'm like, how is this going to be? Like, is he going to sell out? No, he didn't sell out. He's still, it's still Hickman, but we'll see how long that lasts. And
no, I think he hit on a formula that works for him. Mm-hmm. He hit on a formula that works for him, and I think that's a good thing about it.
As long as his name's on it, I'll continue to buy that book.
So yeah.
And I'll buy Fantastic Four when it comes out too, because I've been waiting for a good writer on Fantastic Four for the longest time, like a really long time.
Mark Millar's coming back to the Ultimate Avengers, man. He's going back to the Ultimates. That's going to be it. It's the revival.
I'm so over Mark Millar at this point.
So am I. But that's the big thing. And we'll wait till the Kick-Ass movie comes out. He'll win you back.
No, you won't.
He'll win you back.
If it's exactly like the comic, that thing is going to be a huge fucking floater.
Whatever happened to Kick-Ass? Has another issue come out? I mean, it's totally fallen off my radar.
Yeah, I think the last one came out like about a month ago, but
I haven't read
issue 5, I think.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a 6-issue mini or something.
I don't even care.
All right.
I'm so apathetic to that fucking comic. That thing's a joke. Please let me know what you think of Kick-Ass, because I think that it's terrible.
He's supposed to be writing a Wanted sequel.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I think you'd do. I mean, would you be up for that or not?
No.
No?
No. Because it's going to be... For me, Mark Millar, the second that he lost me was the last page of Wanted. Okay. Ever since I read the last page of Wanted, everything that he's done since then has just been crap to me.
Okay.
The series as Wanted as a whole was good, and then the last page, that's when he started turning on me. Mm-hmm. And for him, just the whole doing a sequel to Wanted, it just reeks of cashing in. It's not even going to be half as good as the original comic was. Yeah. That movie, also, I know we never... That's one of our lost episodes, was my review of Wanted. Never got posted. And, God, that movie was awful. Oh.
My review got posted, and it pissed people off.
Yeah, well, I saw like a month after you did, but something was wrong where Elliot didn't know how to use the camera, or something happened where...
The battery ran out.
That's right.
Yes, the battery ran out.
And we are unable to use the footage.
Sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, folks. Thanks so much for joining us. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your input, as always.
Yes, more comments, please.
More comments. We're having a lot of fun right now. Tell your friends. We noticed that we're getting more and more subscriptions. More people are jumping on board. We're getting more hits on those videos. That makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I'm not just talking to myself.
Yeah, but it's also like pretty good to see that there's actually people out there with good taste.
Good taste?
Yeah, because I didn't think there was many people out there in the comic community. But apparently there are.
We're all a bunch of angry people huddled together on the internet in this little corner. All right, folks. Thanks again. We hope to see you next time. Stay sexy, San Diego.